Oh, hi guys. Yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video on the Chris Watts case. There's obviously plenty of videos about this already, and we know he pretty much has got his just desserts. So anyway, moving on with this case, I think the picture that we can see on screen now, for me, it shows me a little bit of a clue as to how his personality was. So basically, if you look at his right eye, or left from this perspective, right, his literal right eye, I see fear, I see vulnerability, I see the quiet, sort of more introvert Chris Watts who liked tinkering with cars. And then on my right and his left eye, I see a more cold and calculated side. It's interesting actually, go down that route, but sometimes when I look at something or you just get a feeling, and my feeling is that Chris had what's often referred to as dissociative personality disorder. In other words, he had split personalities. You've got the more gentle and vulnerable Chris Watts, and then on the other side you've got the sociopath who's out for himself, and will be chasing fast women, and doesn't want the hassle of his poor family anymore. This cold side, I believe there's definitely sort of two Chris's. As they even say in the police interview, well, we're talking about two Chris's. Can we get the nice Chris so that you'll confess? Also, notice that on Morbid Minds, shout out there, Morbid Minds, very well narrated by the woman. And one of the things she mentioned actually is that he was playing, he selected Metallica, and the song was called Battery. And yeah, it's like a song about destroying things, and it even says something along the lines, I mean it really does say this, I'm not making up, something like, don't kill the family. Yeah, so if you look at the lyrics of that song, that's very interesting as well. My feeling is that he might have done it afterwards, because the guy basically seemed to have no empathy or remorse. I I don't want to waffle about myself, but I couldn't do what he did to my worst enemy. He's a strange guy at the end of the day, but that might have been him psyching himself up. Now, is it possible that good Chris turned more into bad Chris over time? Yeah, I think so. Shanann mentions that she doesn't know who he is anymore. Um, I think he was faking it a little bit throughout, as any sort of socio or psychopath. They don't feel the normal range of emotions, so they have to feign emotion. But I do think earlier in their relationship he was a lot more well behaved, and she was a little bit bossy, or at least that's the impression I get. But the guy had a chip on his shoulder, some inferiority complex, and he's right, because he was an inferior bastard. Anyway, guys, I will probably have some more gaming stuff. Who knows? Maybe some sports, whatever. Cheers, guys, and as I say this, the new year is coming in, 2019. So happy New Year. Yeah, don't get too drunk, and see you later.